There's a thunderstorm. If stream ends suddenly, that's why. Hello. It is me, PNG Chris. I am angry. Cause I spent like an hour trying to get my avatar to work with Farthest Frontier. It didn't work, as you can see. Like, I turned down the settings to a junk level in terms of graphics. I was still framey as heck. Like, it was better than it was, where it was like it was picking me up a little bit. I was being a little bit picked up. But yeah. Other than that, nah. Nah, it didn't work. So I'm PNG tubing today. The end. And we're just gonna deal with everything having very low latency. So there. Game feels awfully quiet too. Maybe I just need to click on something. Yeah, no. Sound effects are still loud. Good. Good. Good, good, good. God, I might have to swap to some game that actually runs better. Anyway, I was just getting back to Farthest Frontier. Chill banished sequel that I love. What were we doing? I haven't touched this since last. Oh, by the way, when I spent an hour trying to get my avatar and Streamlabs to work, and then when I went to stream, I opened up Streamlabs and it was like, "Hello, new user. Would you like to set up Streamlabs?" And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" It's like, it's better log into Streamlabs. Oh, you want to set up from scratch? And I'm like, "No, give me my setup." And they were like, "No." But anyway, it did save most of my stuff. The layout was kind of messy, but most of my stuff was there, and at this point I'm just glad it was there. So there's that. Okay, back to figuring out what we were doing. Seems like I was starting to get a clothing industry going very slowly. Oh yeah, and I was gonna make an orchard. That is a priority because we want to have more food. We're certainly in no danger of filling up the root cellar right now. So storage isn't an issue. The only real issue is that it's just hard to keep enough food stored around. I mean, we're gonna have enough for the winter, which is happening now. Deadly cold temperatures, huh? Well, we have plenty of firewood, so we're okay there. Believe I also put another person on firewood at some point. Not sure. Oh, I'm right. I moved you over here, I think. No, I didn't. Where'd I put my firewood choppers? What's going on? What was I doing? I mean, we've got firewood splitters. You are a firewood splitter.
Yes?
Where do you work? Did I go blind? Oh, in here. Yeah, okay, no, that's, that makes sense. So we're good. We're good, everything's fine. We're good and everything's fine. Got our little iron mine over here. Hoping to clear that out before we have to expand outward that way. Marketplace is good, it's all set up. I'm not sure the marketplace was in the best spot. Might have been better pushed over here a little just so that the circle wouldn't go into the defended area quite as much, but it's fine. We're gonna want more than one market anyway. Let's see, we also have a guard tower I haven't allowed to be constructed yet because we don't have enough money to run the healer's house. Because it's really expensive. Even though it says 0, it's a lie. It costs like $25 a month. Or like more than that. Like, hang on. Healer's house. Yeah, it's $25 a month. We theoretically could afford that. I guess because a ton of our houses upgraded to homesteads recently, so we now have like an income. Which means I guess we could afford to staff the healer's house and the guard tower. It would take us down from 35 to 5. But there are worse things to be at, I assume. Still got those wolves over there. Again, slightly tempted to gather up all my hunters and be like, time to kill the wolves. Maybe when it's not the dead of winter. Maybe when it's not the dead of winter. How are our farms looking? You still need some work. But it should be fine if I adjust this. Can probably start getting crops grown pretty soonish. But like what crops though? I could throw some carrots in. Carrots, clovers. Work the fields. No room for that. Man. Stupid carrots taking way too long. Just why make anything but peas, right? Peas and beans. It's fine. Anyway. We'll get the fertility up and the weed levels down. That crop field will eventually be good. Same thing with this one. Fertility's still giving us a penalty. Weed level's pretty low. How are we doing on all the others? Fertility's fine. That's about it. Fertility's fine here. Fine-ish. Probably don't need to grow clovers anymore on this field, though. I think we can continue to just do beans and peas until the fertility gets higher. We're still at a penalty for it, so, you know. Prefer not to have a penalty. This one is, like, set. Because this gains, like, 5 fertility, or 6 fertility. This is 4, right? That's 3. So that's 1... Yeah, it's 113, gets 5 fertility. The flax takes away 2. So yeah, it's gaining 1% fertility every 3 years with this setup, which is like fine. Eventually the trash will have collected enough that we can start like actually fertilizing this place. So that's good. Firewood's a little low, but that's probably just because we just came out of winter. And it's like, oh yeah, for some reason we had a large uptick in the amount of firewood we were using. Weird that. So weird. They're all busy with important work. What's up with you? 2 herbs was lost to spoilage. Okay, well, that's typical. It's typical and fine. I'm very worried the 200s are not going to be anywhere strong enough to kill those wolves. At least the den, because that'll tend to have a lot of people in it. And by people, I mean wolves. Obviously, of course, of course. I guess I just speed things up because we're waiting for stuff to get done. Building planks, hoping the plank-needed buildings get done quickly. Looks like every house is a homestead now, which is great. Might do to let a little money accumulate as well. Certainly will need it. Oh, hey, the armory finished. Nice. What are you doing? Okay, we can make shields and hauberks. We don't have any iron, so hauberks is kind of not happening. Let's definitely set a limit to these. Hides are much better used as shoes than shields that we may or may not use. So we'll just go ahead and set that to 10. Same thing with hauberks. Don't want to use our precious hides for anything that isn't shoes, usually. In fact, I might not want to even staff this right now. The shields will certainly be nice to have, but, like, it's much more important people have, like, swords. Granted, the guards will definitely live a lot better if they have shields. So it's probably a good idea to have, like, a few around. Maybe it's fine. I would love to get actual iron smelting going. But I don't think that's in this tier. Let's see, we can get a stable, which is kind of nuts. It is highly unlikely we will be able to make a proper horse archer. Oh, this is a... Oh, look, it's a stable. This isn't for, Right, that's for raising the horses, not training a horse army. My bad. Got mines, that's all fine. Definitely want to put down an apiary or two at some point. I'm kind of waiting for, well, the fields are pretty fertile already. Yeah, here's definitely fine. Sure. Let's get a little honey. Pottery is something we will... For a second I thought that was in real life. Pottery is something we will eventually want to have. It's a good use of the clay we've got over there. Right now we only use most of our clay for construction, and we'll need to stockpile it for brick making eventually, but it's a good idea to get some sort of luxury good at some point. Because you can't level up without them, and pottery is a good choice. Candle making is also, like, fine. Problem is I need honey for that, and it takes a lot of wood. Well, not a lot of wood, but an amount of wood. And I don't have a lot of that. Attica of the Iron Clan, how you doing? You will purchase coal at a fairly high price. How do I have this much coal? Do I have a coal mine I forgot about? No, we have a charcoal kiln. Right. Do I care? Do I want charcoal? What do I use charcoal for? Not a lot. Slightly more efficient than firewood. It's needed for iron smelting, but we're not there yet. Why am I making charcoal? I could just sell it. Like, certainly that wouldn't be crazy. I could sell it for iron. I'm not sure what I use that for. Also, I'm eventually going to want to afford some heavy tools, because that is a requirement. Yeah. The game really, like, kicks in once you get the blacksmith forge and the brick and the foundry. Because then you're like, oh, dip. Yeah, no, now I can actually make my own tools. Until then, you're kind of stuck with Atka. Do you sell tools right now? You do. Rather unfortunately marked up price, though. Is that something I can handle? Not really. I can buy 2 tools. That doesn't seem very useful. I could trade away my excess coal, though. She is buying it at a good rate. I mean, yeah. Wait. Oh, right, because there's none in the inventory. Right. Right, I have to transfer this to there. Yes. Yes. Let's go ahead and transfer that. I know how the game works. I've played Farthest Frontier before. Some nasty weather. How's our foragers shack doing? Are you actually collecting anything? Kinda looks like no. Kinda looks like there's nothing to collect right now. Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay. Trader still doesn't stock the post. Fair. Y'all are still butchering, huh? can't wait to make a fruit orchard. That'll be fun. And by fun, I mean we'll get fruit, and that will be nice. How's it going, guys? Still only delivered 20 of it, huh? Well, you got 2 months. Get to it. What's your problem? You cap out? Is that what's happening? No. Just your storage filled up for a second. Fair enough. Got plenty of people on cutting wood planks right now. As many as I can afford with my wood income, I think. This place is eventually going to get chopped bare, which I think is going to be fine. We'll probably turn it into farmland. I am going to need to have a place where I basically tend to and grow a forest, and the fertility of that does count for a lot. Like, right there is actually ideal for it. Yeah. Could also use this hill, which would be fine. Maybe unsurprisingly, heavily forested areas on the map conform to areas that make good forests. Okay. How are we doing? Okay. Sell a bunch of coal, and we'll buy some tools. As many as we can afford, I guess. Heat wave, huh? Hope no one gets heat stroke. Oh, it's almost ready. Just gotta get a builder to haul stuff over there. How's our labor force doing? We have 1 more labor than we absolutely critically need. That's good. See, still good. Still planning to deforest this entire hill. I might flatten the terrain a bit once my laborers aren't busy with actual important stuff. You know, at some point. New villagers. Excellent. Your labor count is critically low. What's this? Reach 100 population. Ah, nice. 100 people. Cool. My labor count isn't actually critically low, though, is the thing. I have enough. I guess I'm going to have less than enough once I staff the arborist, but deal with it. Where am I going to expand my farming stuff? Because we're going to need a lot more land than this. Not only for more farms, but also we're going to need ranching at some point. I definitely want to have cows and make the cows produce milk. That'd be ideal for me. All right. Alright, I think you're just gonna make the orchard right here. Cool. Alright. Throw down some apple trees. Do I want to... I might want to swap to 2x2, actually. Alright. Obstructed by road. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. It's going to be slightly off-center, and that's going to drive me nuts. It's funny how you could just build it right outside of the actual area you need. But anyway, we'll get a nice blend of all the trees so that the arborist has something to do all year. I think that'll work. Put that there, yeah. Pear trees, maybe we'll catch a partridge or two. You never know. Okay. Apples, peach trees. I think I can fit a few more 3x3s. Just a few, though. Okay. Now we descend into the 1x1s. Okay. I think we have space for like one here. That one's probably not worth filling in. It's a few gaps, but we were never going to use all that space anyway. Another apple tree. Alright. That should be a pretty darn good amount of fruit. Help our food variety out quite a bit. We'll provide another steady source of sustenance, which is what we need. But yeah, where am I going to expand my farms out to? Like, you need mostly flat land, so the hills are kind of like making it in. We're very much in the way if we try to lean into the hills there. Could go out to here. We'd end up losing the deer, I think, eventually. In fact, probably pretty quickly. But it's like, that's fine. Let's see, is there room for another 6x6 here? There is. There might have to be a place we put that. We can start that there. It's really not bad. I don't know why I chose 6x6, by the way. Don't ask. And the arborists are busy planting the trees. Excellent. It'll take a while for those to actually, like, get a yield, but, you know, the town thrives when old men plant trees that they'll never see grow. Or something like that. Poignant. I'm very poignant. Collect these hazelnuts. Over there is probably a better spot. This is a much safer spot, granted. I could also use a little bit of scouting. So we'll have a laborer look over that at some point. We are accumulating money as well, but we're still a ways off from where we need to be. It's like, yeah, 3,000 money to upgrade to tier 3 and actually get metalworking going. It's crazy. 7 people wish to immigrate. Sure. We could use the laborers. The fact that so many people, I should probably think about putting them on places. Like making sure the crop fields are fully staffed. Yeah, that worked. Oh, what else can they do, if anything? That's your problem. No flax. Oh yeah, because we just built you. Yeah, we're not gonna get flax until next year. We don't need weavers right now, thank you. We'll get to that at some point. Oh no. Mildew. Mildew! My beans and peas, though. Alright, well... we're gonna have to swap out to something else now. I hope that doesn't spread to the other fields. It is a generally best practices to like put a space between your fields so that disease doesn't spread as easily. Fence makes it even better. But I didn't, because I was low on space. Yes, we know. Just like turn off building production. We get it. We'll get flax soonish. It's fine. Okay, do we find anything interesting over here? Some rocks and some herbs, so... not really. Found some hawthorn and some hazelnuts over here. That's something. I should also consider expanding the housing a little bit. I do need to get to 150 if I want to start metalworking, and that's when, like, the real game begins. In a way. So we step out of homesteads and get into the real stuff. Could just fit a whole block here. May as well. May as well. Lost herbs to spoilage. Why are you stocking a healer's hut? That's disabled. I don't know. Although I could probably staff it now. We are getting more money. We can afford a healer. It's expensive. No one's gonna deny it's expensive. The villagers deserve healthcare, darn it. What else can we do for them? Let's see, we got school already, we got the festival pole, we have a rat catcher, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think it's you, yeah, it's you. You've got pretty much everything covered right now. You'll need one to cover your warehouses and your food storage buildings. And most of your town, unless you are fine with people being like, ah, rats! I hate rats! And, you know, diseases spreading. Generally, rats bad. We could also, in theory, make a temple, which is expensive in terms of costs and upkeep. It doesn't do a lot for you. I mean, it gives you spirituality stuff, which is, like, fine. In fact, I should probably build a shrine for that. If we're not going to make a temple, probably a good idea to at least have a little shrine. Although, if I'm going to make a religion building, I want to make the temple. Because it's the temple. It's big. It's big and fancy. Problem is I can't possibly afford it. Could put down more housing, I guess. Encourage expansion. I'll need to increase my food production if I do that kind of nonsense, though. Which, sure makes me feel like I should be making another farm in that case. Sure does. Put some fencing up. That'll do. Let's put a gate over here too, just so that this isn't a complete dead end. And we'll work on that. Alright. Hopefully a year of clovers and cabbages will get the powdery mildew gone. It's not guaranteed, though. Crop diseases are tricky. Fortunately, we didn't lose a lot of it. Yeah. We lost 14% of our crops to it, which is, like, bad, but also we can recover from that. Probably smarter to do nothing but clover fields this year, granted. That'll boost the fertility and almost make sure that we don't have any diseases. And cabbages do kill the fertility, but I'm not sure we're comfortable enough killing our food like that. Because we're in a rough spot for all of that. We sure are. Especially going into winter with only 1 month of food left. Boy. I can't afford to be making clothing, can I? Certainly not if we're this low on food. Should probably have another forager, but like forageables are kind of scarce these days. On this particular map. There's very little to forage in the winter. No, we'd rather not go near the bandits. No meat or fish to cure, huh? Oh dear. The lake freeze over. Are we not catching any fish? Oh boy. Oh boy. Maybe I couldn't accept those immigrants. Maybe the food was a lot more dire than I thought it was. Oh boy. Maybe the arborist wasn't as smart as I thought. Oh hey, we just jumped up by 2. We must have, yeah, we just cured a truckload of meat, delivered a bunch of vegetables. Okay. We were fine. It was just decided to, you know, raise my heart rate. Still. I do really, really need to think about where I'm expanding more farming. Probably just out here. It is nice and flat out here. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Yeah. So let's plan on that. Let's make sure this area is cleared. Let's destroy the home of Bambi and her mother over here. Start raising cattle. This is map's edge right here. Didn't realize we were so close to the edge. Good to know. Set some explore flags down. Food continues to be rather scarce, which is scary. Still, our crop fields are coming online. This one, especially, should probably be swapped out now. I think we can actually start growing more stuff here instead of just being like, well, the fields are not fertile enough for anything. Nah, man. We got this. We got this. The wheat should be taken fully care of here. Like, this is fine. This one we kind of have to let go because of the infestation. Village is low on laborers. Really? Oh, we are. What's everyone... Is it because of all the farmers I put up? I guess. I don't need 2 healers. Yeah, no, you doctor? Doctor, yeah, no, you're way more important, it'll be way more important if you, hit rocks. That's your job. That's your more useful job. Could probably pull the armorer. Could also pull the charcoal maker. It is kind of a drain on wood that's not doing a lot for us, you know. I would love to make flax and get people actually clothed well, but rather make sure we don't starve. I think that's my big thing right now. I think I'm gonna make that my thing. Where we don't starve, and that's gonna be our thing. fits. I think that kills a crop field though, so. No. Okay. Cool. Hopefully that'll do. Beldar the Peddler. Hello. What do you got? You'll buy our baskets, but very cheaply. You'll buy our pelts, but we don't have enough of those to justify selling anything. Oh, you have horses. That'd be nice. Oh, we're also seeing some relics that they're offering. Well, that's cool. Maybe someday we'll be interested in that. Once we could afford to run a temple. You'll buy soap, you'll buy rocks, you'll buy clay. No, you'll sell clay. In fact, you're selling clay very cheaply, which is tempting, but... I can't just buy anything that's like, oh wow, that's way below average price. I should pick those up. It's good to keep an eye out, though. Okay. Speaking of things to keep an eye out for, let's put down more housing until we are, until we're at 150 capacity. Gotta have an eye towards upgrading. Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad. There's some raiders. Hey, anyone want to train as a guard really quickly? Like really, really quickly? We don't have to sound the alarm bells quite yet. Wait until they actually, you know, appear on the map. Yeah, here they come. Okay. Yeah. Gonna take him some time to walk over here. These guys haven't even shown up yet. Don't want to just 100% stop everything until we absolutely need it. Okay. Now's a good time. Let's be safe. Say, hey guys. We may wish to not die. Yeah, get him, guards. Get him. This is why we put up palisades. No, they closed the doors. Oh, predators too, huh? It's a wolf. Who's the wolf attacking? I can't tell. I assume it's one of the hunters. You are
Need something?
retreating. You are gathering a carcass. Ah, you must be the one being attacked by the predator. Yeah. You just happen to be in a in a rock. Yeah, you should attack that one, and instead of gathering carcasses, you should defend yourself against dangerous predators. That's a good idea. No, don't fight more. Take care of the you know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. It's fine. How's the raiding going? They broke the gate a little bit, and now they're all dead. That's good. How about over here? Ah, they're coming down the road. Now the alarm bells are ringing, so hopefully everybody who is doing stuff is fleeing. It's like, oh, what a lovely, peaceful day to work on the farm. I sure do love working on the farm. Oh, God! Oh, no! The alarm bell was ringing for a reason. I thought it was just a drill. It wasn't just a drill. Oh, the hunter's getting in on it? Oh, that's, I mean, brave, but should really let the Palisades handle that. So they don't run up and, you know, brain you. Okay. Raiders attacking villagers. Attacking the hunter in their cabin or something? What are you doing, bro? You're going to attempt to walk through the tannery. Man. It's gotta be the stinkiest route you can take, man. And you die. There's still 2 raiders on the map, but I'm relatively sure they're beating feet. Yeah. Yeah. This dude's like, oh, out of our 11 people, there's 2 of us left? Yeah, 2? Yeah, never mind. Truce. Bye. We didn't mean it. Okay. Well, that was very, very easily repelled, which is great. Oh, they attacked the armory a bit. That is, for some reason, one of their prime targets. Maybe I should move that into the palisade walls. It wouldn't be insane. Again, we don't need shields that much. The guards just spend all their time up in a watchtower arrowing people to death. If they get into melee combat, something has gone wrong. We will also eventually want a vault. But that takes a lot of iron. And we don't have any of that. Guess I could buy it from Asuka, but I don't want to. Yeah. Could buy some clay just to stockpile it a little bit. Gonna need a lot of it to upgrade the town, but I also need a lot of money, so I shouldn't be spending money. 9 raiders killed, no one died, no buildings were destroyed. Excellent. We love to see it. It's disabled, yeah, good. Alright. I think we can go back to speeding things up again. And doing that whole make sure we don't starve thing. That's probably smart. Focus on the not dying. There's really not a lot of good foraging locations anywhere. One day. Yeah, it's kind of hard to supplement our food. I would prefer not to be wholly dependent on farming. That tends to be a recipe for disaster. Hey, nice. All right. Let's get this crop field ready to go. How are we doing here? Making sure the fertility's higher? Yeah. It's a good idea. Do we really need to take care of the weeds this year? It's pretty low. Buckwheat, bean, and pea. Ooh, we have some stem rot. That's not great. Might have to swap out a bit of stuff. How are we doing in here? Seems like the disease has gone away. That's good. You guys are making a ton of food, which is what we need right now. Next year we might be able to start making flax and start a clothing industry. That'd be lovely. Worms? Worms are spread by close contact through the bare feet. Do we not have enough shoes? Villagers are concerned about their food supply. Fair. Some of your villagers are forced to wear worn-out clothes. Also fair. Most everybody has shoes, though. I don't know why we're low on shoes. That kind of upsets me. Oof. Fertility's pretty low here. That kinda sucks a lot. That's gonna take some time. It's gonna take a lot of time. There's some fish over here. Maybe I should put down another fishing hut. Surely that can't be the worst idea. You gathered everything there, huh? It's actually not a bad general location to forage from. Problem is we'll run out of willow for baskets. Baskets are a big help. Everyone needs extra carrying capacity. How many laborers are we looking at? We have just enough, I see. Yeah, that happens when you dedicate a lot of people to farming. Suddenly your labor force goes down. Weird, huh? Don't think there's any fruit trees here. I could fit a fisher's hut over here. Would be a fishing hut that is an incredible pain in the butt to get to. But it's not, like, impossible. Can't. Well, I can't. I just want to make a little too wide road game. That's so much to ask. Apparently it is. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, and I'm not angry about it. Lots of homesteads being built. Got a good stockpile of clay. Again, part of me wants to make pottery to get people happier, but people are in fact getting persnickety over happiness. And clothes. How much was that temple again? 15 a month? It's affordable. I don't like that it's affordable, but it is affordable. Once you make the temple, you don't need a whole lot else in terms of spiritual stuff. It's fine. We'll put it there. Oh, someone emigrated. Excellent. Your labor supply is critically low. Porqué? What's this? Fishing shack needs more workers. What? No, it doesn't though. Anyway, man, 200% fishing productivity is great. That should help. One just there. I want just a road here, just right there. That's all I ask. Also, let's replace this fence real quick. All right. Hopefully our food supply has expanded enough that I'm not too worried. Oh my god, we have fertilization. Amazing. We finally collected enough compost to fertilize our fields with. Good. Good, good. -4 + 2. At the end of the day, I can probably make that flax as well. Slight fertility loss if I do this. Slight fertility gain if I do this. It's fine. How's it going, guys? I assume you haven't actually gotten anything. Oh, you have! Oh, you produced quite a bit of fruit, actually. I am shocked we got any harvest from this at all. Fruit trees are not one of those things that produce very quickly. My ratio is off. Oh no. Oh no. You know what? We're just gonna have more apples than we are peaches, and that's what's gonna happen. An impending blizzard? It's barely even winter, though. Well, that sucks. It's mildly upsetting. People want spirituality and luxuries. And they're worried about running out of food, which, again, fair. But we're working on it. There's a lot of hawthorn over here, actually. Maybe that's a good spot to get stuff from. Still deforesting that. Villages low on laborers. Yeah, we are. It does make everything much slower. Can I really pull anyone, though? Not really. I could have fewer people working on the clay pit. I could stop collecting iron. That is certainly a blizzard. Why you gotta give me an early winter game? Was I not suffering enough for you? Still have a bit of stem rot here. It's fine. That should vanish by next year. This field is looking very good now. I could probably start doing higher yield stuff then. Certainly I don't need to spend an entire year increasing the fertility. I think we're good now. I think what we want to do is just make food. If I had a mill, I would start making wheat, but I don't. Cabbages have a good yield. Leeks have a very good yield. Problem is they take a lot of fertility out of the soil. Then again, it is like neutral if I do that. Just throw those anywhere. Has some cabbages. Any other fields that are looking perfectly fine for fertility? You're getting there. thinking we still need to make sure the fields are growing enough. Yeah. How we doing on everything? We still have food. We have a ton of beans, which is great. Has some foraged greens. We've got some foraged nuts. We've got some fruit. It's good. People are still craving luxuries, though. How's the apiary producing? We've made some honey and some wax. Not a lot, though. Oh yeah. The fruit tree orchard. That's a good place for an apiary. It's really good. Throw one over here too if I wanted to. Certainly not bad. Could throw someone in town as well, which, you know, people may not entirely enjoy. Where they're like, why do we have bees? I don't want to get stung. Yeah, we'll cry more. Yeah. Honey bonus there is pretty bad. That's fine. I think that will be fine. Oh, we have no stone. I assume because all of it's going to the temple. Yeah, it takes 100 stone. Unsurprising. Well, we've got rocks lined up. Maybe I could prioritize that. Make sure the laborers get enough rocks. Alright. That's fine. We still got plenty of food. By some definitions of plenty. All of our money will go into the temple, and then we'll get spirituality done. And you're gonna start making flax this year, which is great. Which means, when the winter comes, I can put somebody on weaving, and we'll have clothing. Not just a bunch of hide coats, which we're perpetually low on. Let's see. Villagers are desperate for spiritual fulfillment, and your food supplies are low and people are malnourished. I don't think malnourished is actually what they are. I think we have plenty of stock. People just need to eat it. There's a fair bit of delay on some of these things, I notice, but overall we're doing fine. Happiness is up there. Not everyone's thrilled because we don't have any spiritual life, but we're working on it. Slowly. Ander, hello. You will buy iron bricks, crossbows, and clothing. Wish I had some of those. You're selling soap very cheaply. You're also selling cows, which, boy, wish I love to have that. You're selling herbs, but we've got plenty of those. Yeah, not much I can do with this guy. Don't have anything I can sell him, not really interested in anything he buys. Apart from the cows, but They're both unaffordable and there's no spot for them. I should probably put a barn down at some point. Just out of, you know, a desire for future proofing. Now, cows you really need to keep separate from the crops because they will go ahead and eat them. So I gotta make sure we got fences up. Straight to the water. Wouldn't be a terrible idea to fence this area off too. Animals can just wander in through the roads. This is my somewhat haphazard planning coming back to bite me a bit. Mine those stones. We'll build the temple yet. At some point. Not this year. God, no. I could turn off healthcare. Then we'd build it a lot faster. Because we'd have more gold. How about that, guys? You wanna have no healthcare, but religion? It's like, no, we're not America. Ask how you are selling stuff. Still perpetually out of tools, which sucks, but is what it is. Could definitely use a cash infusion for the temple. But can I sell you anything reasonable? We're good on shoes. I could probably sell like half my stock of shoes. And she's buying it at an above average price. That would be quite a hefty cash infusion. Then we could actually get the temple built and people can stop whining at me. Man, that's a big rock. Glad we're not scaring away the deer with all of this pickaxing. Alright. Village is low on laborers. Yeah, you're not wrong. Ooh, 15 villagers graduated. Nice. Everyone has a basic education now. I think, got a lot of spoiling food, but I think that's mostly because I'm overloading the smokehouse a bit. They can do a lot, but Can't do infinity amounts of stuff. It's probably fine. Oh. Well, that's not great. That reminds me, I should make sure people around here all have access to water. Well, if they didn't, they'd complain at me. So I'm going to have to assume they all have access to water. Granted, more wells the better. More wells mean less chance of everything burning to the ground, which I'm a fan of. You one over here? It's out of range of this one, so that's good. It's out of range of that one too. Yeah, sure. Go for it. Ooh. Really good water bonus over here, but it's too close to the other well. Oh, it's fine. It's fine, I declare it fine. God. She left before I could sell her the shoes. Guess they'll be sitting in inventory for a while. That's fine. You guys didn't want a temple anyway, right? Right? Guys? No one wants a stinky old temple? What I'm hearing is that everyone actually wanted one. Yeah, Smokehouse is actually doing fine.
What is it?
Someone's been stung by a bee. That's what you get when you have an apiary. But you also get honey, so suck it up, Nancy. If we didn't have a pretty nasty... Well, we're not exactly that low on laborers and builders. We are low, but... If we weren't low, I would put more people on wood plank carving, because we need a lot of those. Still need to stockpile a huge amount of it. Almost there with clay, though, so that's good. I guess if we're, like, already basically there with clay, we certainly have the leeway to start making pottery and having people be happier. Or we could make a candle shop, use the wax we're getting from the apiaries. Either one would be good. I guess expanding my production while I'm incredibly low on laborers is not a great idea. The game informs me. They're like, you sure you want to expand your industry there, Chris? You're massively low on labor power industries. Sure about that one? Sure you wanna click that button, buckaroo? I guess not. We have a full root cellar? That's possible? Oh my god. I guess our crops really did start producing a lot more these days. Good. Good. That's really good. Let's build another root cellar. Top priority. Your village is low on builders, too. Yep. I have, made slightly too many people farmers. But we're not starving. So, that's good. Why don't you people focus on the positives? I was really hoping I could fit that there. I'm going to need another one. Eventually, these guys will be consigned to just growing willows and herbs. And roots. So I'm gonna want 3 forager shacks someday. So I'm gonna place one down now. And you can't stop me. Alright, we got a nice big flax harvest. We should activate the Weaver building. Now, some people may be like, I thought you had a critical labor shortage. What are you doing staffing an industry building? And, you know, I guess you're right, but you should also stop pointing that out. Your entire job is to make sure we have willow for baskets. Armory is fine. How many shields are we sitting at? We have 6 of them. Which is, like, fine. Still have no iron for halberds, but... oh well. You made 3 shields last year. Working hard, I see. I don't think this coal mine is ever gonna get used. It's way too close to the village center for loud, noisy mining. Luckily, you don't need a lot of coal. Hey! The barn exists. Why? No, we don't have any animals. Stop staffing the barn. Don't be silly. Okay. Now then. You set the grazing area. Where will they be grazing? I guess out here. %77% is not bad, certainly. this will be our farm. Oh, did I nail it on the first try? I did. God, I'm good at this game. Okay. 1, 2. There. I want to make sure there's like room for them to mosey about here. So maybe just like this all here instead. Just oop, nope, that's not what I wanted at all. Where's the wall manager? Yeah! Wall manager. You count, fences count as walls, right? Yeah! Yeah! Cancel it. No, that's canceling the canceling. F. Okay. Salvage. Yeah. Yeah. Got him. Cool. Well, someday we'll have cows and it'll be great. And we'll all be like, "Oh man, having cows is the best." And I'll be like, "Heck yeah, it is. I'm the best village chief ever. Look at how not starving we all are." Aren't I amazing at doing absolutely the bare minimum? I sure am. The bar may have been low, but I cleared it with inches to spare. Let's check our farms again. You are making flax for clothing, which is good. You're making crops, no diseases, which is great. Same here, good. Same here, good. We probably don't need to focus on fertility quite as much anymore. I think instead of that, we can actually just make some beans and get more food. This crop field still sucks. Keep working on it. I don't think I need this anymore, though. In fact, this could easily produce food next year. Slow things down while I poke around here. Yeah. Just your bog standard beans and peas. Beans and peas, if you please. Make absolutely sure the beans are grown in summer. That'll start to produce soon. You are still hideously unfertile and have a ton of weeds, so that's... yeah, we're still working on you. You'll produce at some point. Hey, you are buying shoes at an above average price. Cool. Thank you for the gold. You may have just funded our temple. You're also selling candles and beer. And you're buying coats and hides very expensively. I mean, I have some excess amount of these, but like not enough to justify selling them off. You want to definitely make sure you always have enough coats and shoes for everybody, and hides are not easy to come by, especially before you actually start having cattle. How are we doing on this? How are our shoes? Shoes. They do last a long time. Don't think any of them have actually worn out yet. There will be a point, but we haven't hit that point, so that's good. You guys are making linen clothing, which is great. No need to put any limits on that. Basically, if we have flax turned into clothing, that's all it's good for. Good. I guess there's nothing else I really need from him. So I just fast forward again. I fast forward and I say, I guess we're okay. How much does the temple cost to run? 15 a month? Yeah. We can afford it, I guess. Bunch of whiny babies. I got stung by a bee. It hurts. You're fine. Get over it. Stop trying to swat at them. They're making us honey and wax. They're good. We love the bees here. Low on builders. We finally have enough laborers. That's good. Some fruit spoiled. That's unfortunate. Love to have solved that, but oh well. The temple's funded! My god. We're gonna have spiritual stuff happening. If you can imagine. This is also getting cleared out more and more. Which makes me want to turn this into a forestry camp very soon. But I can't do that until we get more people and money and planks. Oh my god. We did it! The temple exists. We have our first priest. Very useful. We could actually put in relics if we had any, which we don't, because it takes a massive amount of money or clearing out camps, neither of which we can do right now. Granted, we could start thinking about an army, especially if we start upgrading houses. Like, now that they have their spirituality needs pretty much fulfilled, yeah. Everybody's like, heck yeah, brother. We're spirited out of our ass now. That's a normal way to phrase it. Yeah, just a few luxury goods, and things will look a lot better. So maybe I want to actually put down that candle maker. Gotta make super duper sure the candle maker is near the well. Because in terms of flammable buildings, the candle maker is up there. For reasons. Can't imagine why us making flammable stuff tends to catch on fire a lot. Weird, I know. Scove, you sell a lot. You're selling a lot of very cheap meats, but we're good on food, finally. You also sell medicine, which would be handy. You also sell this. Hunter cabins yield more meat. Cool, I guess. Incredibly expensive. Could sell you some herbs we're not using. It's a standard price. I don't think we need anything from you. It'd be a good idea to get money from these people when I can, but need to think about the villager needs. Plus, I need to hoard. I need to be a squirrely little hoarder. Speaking of hoarding, I should probably have another warehouse exist. Second root cellar is great. They're kind of evenly split. It's fine. Definitely could use another storehouse, though. Just in case we get too much stuff. Put it in here so the raiders don't have free access to it. Some people are outside the rat catcher area. It should be fine. Rats don't usually pop up until next level. I will probably have to make another one very soon, though, which means more money. Also need to save up for cows. But I think our main expense is going to be upgrading the town hall, because we're getting there pretty quickly.
Hello.
More people making planks would certainly be helpful. Can we really afford that, though? Because, like, no. The tooltip is very helpfully saying, no, don't do that, though. You barely have enough people to work as it is? Oh. You were saying. Alright. Now we have enough laborers. Plenty, in fact. We'll have enough to stock the candle shop soon. That'll be great. Might need more people working on clothing. Mourning. Did we have a death I wasn't aware of? I don't get notified if people die of old age. Maybe your parent died. That would be very sad. Fine, you take the time you need. We don't need a lot of clothing. How much flax are we sitting on? I can't tell from here, which drives me a little batty. Yeah. We're sitting on an okay amount of flax. Getting a nice big harvest. We'll need to stockpile it for a while. I mean, obviously we need to make more clothing than we are. But we're limited by our flax production. I'll just put 3 in there and see if they're like, well, we don't have any flax to work with, and then we'll adjust from there. I don't have to go crazy making sure everything's fine. People are cranky over luxury goods. They're slightly worried about food, but we're fine. I'm almost certain we're fine. We're gonna have a massive bean harvest soon. Getting meat, we're getting fish. Plenty of smoked meat, and it's not going bad. I dubbed thee all complainers. Some of your villagers are wearing worn-out clothes. Oh, a drought's not great. That'll reduce crop yields. Huh. Maybe I should worry about that. Not that I can do much about it. Fertility's nice and high. Weed level's pretty low, actually. I don't think I need to dedicate all of this to killing weeds. I think we can just get fertility up and then start making actual food. How you doing? Fertility's still low, weed level's still high. They're not that high. Yeah, you sort of still need to work on making the field usable. It's unfortunate. Could also put more workers on these, especially the food producers. When you're just growing clovers and tending to weeds, it really doesn't matter how many people are working on it, for the most part. But when you're producing food, you want to make sure it's fully staffed so that you get a good harvest. The village is low on builders. Yeah. We've got enough. The construction will be slow. Whatever, man. Hey, we have 150 people. We just need to stockpile money and planks now. That's great. We're working on the planks, and the money will come slowly. Just have to cross our fingers and hope we get a excessive amount of luxury goods at some point. Hey, and a candlestick maker's exists now. Great. Make some luxury goods. People will be happier. Maybe we can sell off a few of them. He's looking good. Clothing also sells very well, so I kind of want to, like, get a much higher amount of that going. Might need another compost yard at some point, too. Yeah, we still got a whole empty bin there. It's fine. We'll have that taken care of later. Ah. The arborist is producing a ton of food now. That's great to see. We're going to get more fruit than we know what to do with. I think it's just a matter of sitting back and waiting for stuff to accumulate. Which is why I have it on max speed. Reduce game speed for raider attacks. Yeah, I didn't know that was an option. But yeah, I definitely want to have speed suddenly come to a slow when somebody's getting attacked. That's a good idea. This rock's almost gone. Speaking of stuff that's almost gone, how are we doing on the deforesting this place? Pretty well. Let's make sure any trees and stones get cleared off. Then I probably want to flatten this hill. That takes a absolutely massive amount of labor power. Oh no.
Aye.
One of our lumberjacks cut a fractured bone. Not a lot you can do about that. Some jobs are just gonna be a little bit dangerous. And there's always risk of injury. You just gotta have some healthcare workers. That's all. Sorry to hear about your leg or whatever, though. See, they're fine. Just need a few months of rest. And a doctor. Which we have. Oh, at some point. At some point we'll get an army, and it'll be awesome. And we'll go clear out raider camps, and we'll be like, that's what you get for killing somebody 15 years ago. Hold a grudge for that long? Yes, because time is dilated for me. A year for me is like 10 minutes. That's why I'm the chief. Among other reasons. Main reason is that I'm the only person that actually exists and everyone else is a, very basic villager AI. What? Nothing. Don't worry about it, guys. Keep growing food that's real. Do your real jobs. Weeds are well under control here. Fertility still is terrible, though. I may as well just keep making clovers, because that's what it's for. I can't do 3, so I may as well have the labor in there, too. Make sure the weeds stay down. And now I think we're good here. I think there's no reason not to just start making food. Make some leeks on that ear, that sounds good. Gonna have a slightly lower yield from there this year, but that's fine. No diseases from what I can see. Seems like we're okay. I could just dedicate this entirely to flax. Though if you monoculture too much, things start getting diseasey. More than you'd prefer. Oh. What are we doing here? It's a bear! Oh god! That's really bad. Oh no. That's terrifying. Hunter, what are you doing? You are retreating because you are gravely wounded. Yeah, no, that's reasonable. You, where are you?
Yes.
You are attacking the bear. Good. Absolutely what I wanted you to do. Let's also get a guard in here to help out.
At the ready.
Because bears are scary.
At once.
No, just you attack. Attack the bear. The bear. Didn't want
Your
you to.
orders?
You to attack the bear. Okay, now I'm closing you, and we're good. Hello, Asuka. You are buying iron ore at a good price, and I'm not using any because we don't have a forge yet. So, boy, that sure seems like a great thing to sell. It's kind of why we even bothered buying it. I'll need some heavy tools as well. But mostly I need the gold. If we can get a bunch of gold, that is our main bottleneck to finally upgrading fully. Where's the bear? Villagers have chased a predator away. I don't think they just chased it away. I'm pretty sure you killed it. You went far for it, too. Dang. That was some dedication, man. Oh, is it still oh, it's still running away. Oh, it ran off the...
Yes.
Man. Almost got, like, bloodlust in her. It's like, this bear ain't getting away. Hell no. Screw this bear in particular. Oh, she got him. She's gonna get him. This bear is going down. Holy cow. Lona, you beast.
Work to be done?
Uh-oh. Another one. Oh, it's a wolf. Oh, God.
What is it?
That's 2 wolves, and you're very injured. You gotta, like, go? You gotta run? You gotta get going. You gotta not be there. You gotta not be there, and we need a guard over
At the
there.
ready.
Oh my god. I mean, it's fine, actually. No.
At the ready.
There was nothing wrong. Actually, you're going back to the garrison after your long trek
Your
for
orders?
the bear. You attack the wolf. Crap. Alright, never mind. Stupid wolf den.
What needs doing?
I know there's a carcass there, bro, but it's definitely not a good time. I really could use a regular army to clear that out. We gonna get more than like a dozen iron ore in storage yet, guys? I'd love to sell it before the merchant leaves. Just saying. Oh my god, we have more wood than we need. Amazing. I should check on that, actually. We've increased a lot since I made my limits on wood cutting. Or firewood cutting. Yes. Yeah. Firewood. We consume 409 a year. So we should probably raise the cap a bit. It's currently set to 300. Yeah. Set to 600. Future-proof it a little bit. I'm like, yeah, no, we got plenty of stuff. Where's that all get kept? Where is that all getting kept? I would think it would all be in the stockyard, but there's like none there. Where's our 274 firewood? Is it just distributed amongst the houses? Could be. I don't know, man. Says we have plenty, so I'm not going to worry about it. Beer and Plain Strider. You're selling some pretty cheap smoked meat. But it's fine. We're going to have a spring harvest soon. Ooh, you do sell cows, and I do have a barn. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Just a sec, I need to make sure no rain's coming through my window. No, we're good. Oh. Yep. Okay, not what I wanted to come back to. We need another hunter. One that's smart enough to coordinate with their other hunter when they go near a wolf's den. Okay, well, I guess we're only selling 42 of these. Cool. I guess I should have prepared for that a bit more. But I didn't. Man, do I ever want those cows. Oh boy, do I ever want those. Oh well. He'll be back another year with cows.
Need something?
Hey, buddy. What you doing? Getting a wolf carcass? Okay, good. Plenty of deer over there. Dang.
Need something?
That was impressive work. This might be a really good time to attack the wolf den, actually.
Your orders? Your orders?
We don't need the village guarded. Why not go over there and just kill stuff?
At the ready.
You too. Let's take this out. And we'll get the
Need
hunters in
anything?
on it too. Once I see the guards. The guards go first, obviously. But now, I want you attacking the wolf.
Yes.
You should carry the carcass back. No, you know what? You attack the wolf too. More people, the better. This den needs to go. Okay. Now, I know I told you to attack the den, but I really more want you to attack the wolves in the den than anything else. Okay. So, are there any wolves around? Doth one see a wolf? Sort of. I don't really. Okay. Alright. We'll tell you guys, go attack the wolf den. And you can feel free to retreat. With you being at half health. That seems like not great. Oh, we did it. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Good job, guys. Our hunters are now much safer. What's your deal? No flax. Well, that's unfortunate. We should have a harvest of it very soon, though. But that does tell me that 3 is overkill. How are we doing in general? Pretty okay. I could definitely use somebody else on the market. People are suffering from lack of food variety, which means the variety of food we're having is not getting distributed very well. So let's fix that. I got enough laborers that I can afford to, like, put them places, too. Iron mine's good, saw pit's a good idea. It's really just money we're looking for now, though. Could increase the farmers on productive fields, which is a good idea. You are going to be productive next year. Can I fit something in there that won't get killed? Not really. Yeah, no, there's no way you're growing carrots in summer. Move that at some point. The village is low on builders. Well, then assign more people as builders. Why are we not? We have excess labor and we need builders. Swap them. That should happen by itself. Villagers are upset we have very few luxury goods. Probably not making nearly enough candles to sate everybody. What are we doing on wax these days? It's still in early access, but there are some UI elements I wish were better. Like, if I click on this, I'm gonna, like, yeah, bring up how much wax we're kicking around. Please. 47. That's a fair bit. You could probably afford a second person in here. You might get enough luxury goods in that case. Maybe. Food supplies are low. No, they're not. Stop whining. I mean, they're probably not. One other thing I need to think about is where I'm going to get sand. Because I haven't found any. I really would prefer not to get stuck buying sand. There's infinite sand there, but both of these places, but I can't access that yet because it's deep sand. Can't do that until you're like at endgame, where it's like, oh yeah, you need infinite resources because your town is fully made and developed, and now you need infinity of those. A lot of iron over there. Clay pit over there, yeah. But not a bit of sand anywhere. I do need it. At some point I'm going to want to make glass, and also it's good to adjust the sand to clay ratio in the crop fields to boost production. Not that I mess around with that too much, but it can be very helpful if you're overloaded on one versus the other. For now, we're just stockpiling money. Nothing I can really turn off to make us stockpile more money. Let's see. We're not using honey for anything. We can probably stockpile it in the trading post and sell it to anybody who'll buy it. Eventually it's very useful, but it's not at the moment. It's not as useful as money, because we need money. Chickens are a lot cheaper than cows, but for now, no. Plenty of food storage still. A third one wouldn't be crazy, granted. Very rarely is there a moment where I'm like, boy, I sure wish I had less food storage. We're no longer hideously scarce on these resources, though, so it's should be fine. I wish I could squeeze another one in there. Sure would have been smart to plan this out, but that's crazy talk. Basically all of our iron ore is getting shuffled into here, which is good. Very few people buy, like, food. I don't want it to rot in the trade storage. We have some shirts, but not enough to really think about selling yet. Got a fair bit of clay. I could store a bit of that. Just really got to think about getting money now. That's our main goal. Hello. Beldar the Peddler. What do you buy and sell? Could sell you some hides and coats and shoes. Your offering price is terrible on the coats and shoes, which is very rude. I'm not about to sell our precious pelts either, because we don't have a lot of those. Selling baskets, you're selling very cheap pottery, but not interested. You're selling sand, which is kind of funny. You're selling flax, which is kind of funny. Also selling horses and chickens. You're also selling this thing, trees grow faster, orchard trees grow fruit. That's cool. And if I was wealthy beyond belief, I would definitely think about picking that up. But I'm not. We're approaching our pop cap again. Certainly not a bad idea to nip that in the bud. lost some fish. That's a surprise. Maybe we do need another smokehouse. Maybe I've finally overloaded it. It wouldn't be surprising with how much work I put on him. It's fine there. Although, like, it's also facing the wrong way, and we can't have that. Here. You'll do. Hopefully a trader who will buy some of our excess stuff arrives. That would be ideal. But for now, I think we just sit on our butts. Until that happens. What do we got? A wolf. Wolf is coming into the village and attacking. That's rude.
At the ready.
Hey, can we take care of that?
Your command?
Ooh. Rain's really coming down, hang on. Okay. Should be okay. Oh god. Don't die. Oh no, he's dying. Fudge. Hunters! Hunters and guards, get him! They got him. I guess the baby came back to the wolf den and was like, no, kill him.
Hello.
Okay, you are savable. As long as someone hauls you to the healer's house. Can I, like, force somebody to do that? Can I force a laborer?
Hello there?
Like you, sure, whatever.
Hello there?
Just want to click on him,
Yes.
please. Thank you. Okay, can you rescue this poor bleeding man? No. It's not clickable. Oh no, you are! You're escorting a wounded villager. My god, it worked. If you want to, like... I want to, like, maybe pick up the pace a little. That'd be cool. You know, it'll be fine. Waiting for command. No, the command is save this man. The command is save the man. Okay. 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 Well, you know, a couple of farmers walked by, seeing the man bleeding out on the ground, and was like, oh, hi. He was like, help me. I was like, nah, not my job. I'm sure someone will be along to pick him up before the farmers decide that he makes good fertilizer. Scorv buys honey. Let's sell him a bunch of honey. He also buys clothing for a very good price, but we don't have a lot of that right now, unfortunately. But he did buy our honey, which is great. If we can get Asuka arriving to buy our iron ore, we should have enough to upgrade the town hall. Eventually. Oh. Well, that sucks. Okay, well. Got a couple of raiders approaching. Oh no, this... What do we got here? Bean wilt. Oh no. Beans and peas are diseased. Gotta swap to something else. Turnips. It's a good alternative. Doesn't really kill the fertility, and turnips last a while. Hopefully a year that will handle that okay. Yeah. Hopefully. I guess now we just wait for the raiders to show up. Rude boys. Looks like they're actually on the map now. Yep. Sure are a lot of raiders there. There they are. Okay. Okay. They appear to be pausing. Oh, nope. Now they're attacking. Alright. They're attacking everybody. Time to hide. Time to hide and get the guards going. Oh wow, you're...
Hello there.
You're hunting the raiders. Dang. You are... You are a brave boy. Though I guess the fences help a lot, huh? Go for the storehouses. It's where they keep the good stuff. Like soap. And money. Mostly we want their money. Having a lot of their money would be pretty nice. Oh, you're attacking them again, huh?
Hello.
I gotta say, that's, questionable.
Work to be done.
Yeah, get out of there. All y'alls get out of there. Let's have the guards over here.
Your command?
Post up here.
Your orders?
Where the raiders are coming from. There we go. This was a very small group of raiders. Gonna shoot that guy? He's in range. I mean, I guess if you want to just let him go, it's fine. Because I'm not too upset. You don't need to absolutely murder all of them. Okay. think we no longer need the alarm bells. There theoretically are more coming from that direction, but they seem to be taking their sweet time. These guys are running because they're down to 2 people out of their entire group. Oh, there they are. Hi, guys.
At the ready.
Hi. Come on over here.
At the ready.
You two. Hold position there for a bit. Oh, never mind. They're going to go this direction. Okay.
Your command?
My mistake. Back at the tower. Also, apparently my mistake. These guys actually did want to kill people. What is this? What is this hunter doing? Are you? No, you're a brawler. Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay. Yes. Good. Good. Shoot them. Shoot them until they die from it. Blah! 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 Okay. Yeah. They are soundly repelled. I think. Oh, they this one is breaking our fences. You're still coming after us, huh? Just you? You got this? You think you got this?
At the ready.
All right. Get him.
Your command?
Nah, bro, we got this. It's very rude of them to destroy our fences like that. Okay. Yep.
At the ready. At the ready.
Yep. Go murder this man. Oh wait, there's another man that needs murdering. Okay, you have a melee weapon. Go attack this man. There we go. You attack this man. Yeah, they're mega retreating now. Okay, good. Except you, apparently? What are you doing? He's just firing arrows at random people. All right. We can do that too.
Your command?
Go.
Your orders?
Murder. In fact, we have a hunter nearby.
Work to be done?
Yeah, please kill this man who's taking pot shots at our farmers. Here we go. There's another brawler. Is he sure seems like he's leaving. He sure does seem like he's going away because everyone else is dead. Okay. I think the danger has legit passed. And the music agrees with me. I guess we'll have to fix some of our fences now that they rudely tore down. How we doing? Gather more iron, I guess. I would love to deplete this. The village was raided. They got nothing, and no one died. So that's good. These guys have their own watchtower. I would definitely consider killing that raiding camp, but like the watchtower will definitely kill people. I'm not about to Zerg rush them. Gonna fit a proper army. It's not like it's a wolf den. I'm sorry, wolf. Frostbite. How? We've got plenty of clothing. We're well dressed, in fact. Well, don't go outside wearing your underwear. Wear clothing. Wear our abundant amount of clothing. How's this doing? Fertility's still pretty darn low. I knew these would take a while to actually start producing, but I'm impatient. I wanted to produce now, though. Produce now. What can I add here? I need some field maintenance. Just that, maybe? It's a lot of greens. They don't last very long, though. They just have very high food yields. The fact that I can't fit beans and turnips in there annoys me. Oh well. It's fine. What are you bugging me about? Did I miss a yearly report? Is that why you're glowing red? You're producing far more food than we need, which is good. Probably shift people to doing other stuff. Could get more people making candles. Villagers exposed to the elements. What? You've got a coat and you're inside a warm building with firewood. What are you talking about? A villager succumbed to illness. You had gangrene? What? But why? We have coats and plenty of firewood and plenty of shelter. Why are you stupid? Get warmed. There's plenty of worms. Get some warm. I don't get it. Cease to be my problem. We're just still sitting around at max speed, hoping money accumulates, and hoping Asuka shows up so I can sell her an absolute truckload of ore. Anything else I should look into selling? A lot of clay sitting around. Our linens are going up, which is good. We do have a somewhat excessive amount of wood, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody actually buy that stuff. We have more shields than we need. Somewhat excessive amount of willow as well. I guess because I made somebody entirely focus on willow. Transfer some of that then. See if we can't sell some of it off. We'll get there. People still want pottery and candles. I could probably afford to make a potter. We certainly haven't the labor power for it. I'm just being stingy because if I run out of clay for the upgrade, I'll be very annoyed. And also, I'm gonna need an absolute truckload of clay when we start making bricks. Which is why I'm so reluctant to make a potter. Yeah. Our wagon doesn't have a lot to do. They're doing a very good job collecting the iron, clay, and wood from their respective locations, but they still have a lot of downtime, which means I don't need another wagon, which is good. Hey, here comes a trader. Can I tell who you are? I think that's the agriculture guy. Boy, if he sells cows, I might actually have to buy them and delay my town upgrade, because getting cows would be a big deal. It's Atka. You're not buying ore this year. That sucks. That sucks a lot. I was really hoping you would, though. She's like, no, we got plenty of ore. I don't need it at all. It's like, oh, that's great for you. That's great for you. I think it's worth selling off some of my excess stuff here, though. Especially if they're going to be buying it at an above average price. Maybe my trader will even deliver it on time. You never know. Alright. Disease is going away because we're not producing anything that can be affected by bean wilt. Good. Guess we could put someone else on the trading post. That would speed things up. I guess I do have the ability to affect that more. I know one of you is carrying the last 3 coal. And that's all you're carrying. There we go. Okay, okay. We got there. Not a terrible sale. Then to town storage. God, I wish you'd bought iron ore. We would be done, probably. Oh well. Is there anything else I want to stockpile? Got a bunch of clay stockpiled, honey and willow, of which we have plenty of. We've got a somewhat excessive amount of planks. We need a lot of them, but not this many. Could probably take these guys off of plank making, but we'll use them eventually, trust me. Yeah. I guess we'll just sit here and accumulate money slowly. Hopefully we can sell something to the next trader. But we'll hit 3,000 soon. Ish. But I am very much looking forward to getting a foundry and a smithy going. That will be good times. Some immigrants. We have the space for them. And certainly the food, so sure. Come on in. Wouldn't be the worst idea to make another farming plot. Also, this one is, I think, finally good enough to start growing actual food. Beans and peas. Sure would be nice if we had a bakery. I mean, bread's a nice luxury good. Problem is that it takes heavy tools to run a mill. And those are expensive. And we're kind of perpetually broke. It's midsummer, moderate temperature. No, late summer. It's good. Hopefully another trader shows up this year who will buy my stuff. I mean, I do get 25 gold a month, which is good, but, you know, that takes a while to accumulate 3,000 from that. Oh my god, it's a bear!
At the ready.
Holy cripes. Get him. Guards. Guards.
Your orders?
Guards is a freaking bear. Guards is a freaking bear. I could tell the villagers to like turn around and start like punching it to death, which would be hilarious and terrible. Alright, guard, get him. Get him. Get him. Murder the bear. Murder the bear. Murder the bear. Good job. Well done. Where'd that guy come from? I mean, the wilderness, but you know. More specifically, do I have to worry about bear attacks from here frequently? I hope not. That would suck. Oh well. Back to speeding things up. You doing okay there, sir? You got partially mauled by a bear. Are you sure you want to get back to the fields? Oh yes, it's fine. I'll just walk it off. Alright. The child grew up. Alright. Not producing enough meat for all the smoking. But that's fine. Can I tell a hunter
Work to be done.
to go collect the burr? Or was it already collected? I think it was already collected. I don't see the burr. I no longer see a burr. I assume somebody picked up the carcass and took it to a butcher. Lost some beans. It's a shame. What is this? What is this lineup? What are you all doing? You felt cold and needed to go home for warmth. I mean, you're not that cold, but sure. If you say so, man. Just very amused by the labor conga line that formed. Can't make any paved roads. Don't really have enough stone to justify stone fencing. Give me a break. Winter has arrived. Only got the one trader this year, huh? I didn't know this was a button. Oh, that's cute. It keeps the year and the current temperature up. Ah, that's neat. Alright. Let's see. This place is choked to death with weeds and is not fertile. So I guess we'll work on that. Speaking of things we're working on, how you doing here? Right, we're all done with do nothing but raise fertility work. So why don't you do this? Make some beans, up the fertility, actually start growing food here. Be actually productive. How's our school these days? Seems fine. It's reaching all of our shelters, as is the temple. It's doing very well. These houses are pretty happy. Certainly for this stage of the game. Plenty of food to get through the winter. We're just good. We are, however, basically pop capped. I might want to put down another shelter or two, just in case we get some surprise immigrants. Stinky? Well, we're ready to compost some fields, that's for sure. Firewood storage is full. How odd. We haven't filled up our stockyards yet. We have filled up that one, though. Unsurprising, given that that's where most of our raw planks and lumber is being stored. Still got quite a lot of storage space, though. And this is going to produce a lot less wood real soon. I think we're fine. I think I'm worrying over very little. Some of the smokehouses are idle, but that's because you can't really fish in the winter because the lake's frozen over. But spring has sprung. It's a beautiful new year. All these infinite sand deposits, and I can't do anything with them. Right? I can't just put a normal sand pit on an infinite sand deposit, right? Yeah, no. There's no sand here. What are you trying to pull, sir? How are we supposed to collect sand that's not there? Do you know something we don't? I do. I do know something you don't. There's lots of it, but it's underground. Deep underground. How are we doing with the clearing, by the way? Oh. Laborers have nothing to clear. Huh. Huh. I need to flag some stones then. I also haven't spotted in like a quarry anywhere. Which is a little unfortunate. A lot of iron, but we are going to run low on rocks. Unless we find a way to alleviate said shortage. I guess we can clear some of these trees near the village. They're just kind of there. Dysentery.
Work to be done?
You did not have clean water. Pretty sure you did, but whatever. You'll buy clay. Sure, man. Buy my clay. Are you selling cows? You are. You're selling them very expensively, though. Ah. Oh, that hurts. I could transfer a bunch of gold and afford it. Get a pair of cows and start, you know, making more cows. Really? This is like the first year you started producing beans and you already got bean wilt. Ridiculous. Alright. I hope you like turnips. If he wasn't selling it for a premium, I would buy the cows. But it's an above average price. And We're not swimming in enough cash to justify a premium cow. You're selling wood, though. You're buying wood. Which is a lot of money. That might change my calculations a little bit. So if we can sell him more, may actually be able to afford this. Okay. Let's staff the barn. And get some cows. Hopefully the gold gets transferred before he leaves. That would be a little tragic if it didn't happen that way. But if not, oh well. We'll get him next time. I guess we're getting him next time. I am, however, going to buy one cow, and I will tell you why. In Banished, which is the spiritual precursor to this game, cows reproduce by osmosis. Yes. Cow there, please. Thank you. So maybe I don't need a breeding pair of cows. Maybe I just need the one cow and have him perform cow mitosis. There's a chance. I don't know how it works in this game. I've never looked it up. The breeding is slow even with two of them. But, you know, now that I can't get a second one without the trader showing back up, this is a great time to test. Do we have a cheese maker? That's next level. Ugh. That's a shame, because we'll get a lot of milk from that. And it's good to turn the milk into cheese, because it lasts way longer. Mayhap unsurprisingly, milk spoils real quickly. So we're gonna get a lot of spoiled milk from the cow, but that's okay. We'll work on it. Stocking our large amount of surplus lumber here. Good. Could probably sell some baskets too if I really wanted to. We do have plenty of them. I'm already making my traders work rather hard though. I doubt we're going to get much of this transferred in time. Just, again, should probably be doing that before the trader arrives, but I didn't know. I didn't know. Because it's impossible to know, but okay. So gonna wait for our gentleman peddler to almost leave and then sell what we can. There we go. All right. Oh baby, that did it. We upgrading. We're getting to tier 3. We're gonna smelt iron and it's gonna be awesome. There's our lone cow. Tended to by 2 separate ranchers. You're like, hey cow buddy, how you doing? How's being a cow? Moving. I'm sorry. You really deserve better than that. Do we have 3 smokehouses? That's highly unnecessary. We have 2 of them will be fine. Alright. Our builders are now... They're working on it. Our massive amount of lumber is being transferred over. Oh, this got full too, huh? Yeah, well. Can I dismantle this at some point? Can't really know. I think I need a vault for that or something. I don't know. It's been a while. Or maybe just your covered wagon stays with you forever. Ba-na! Tier 3! Town Hall is looking good, and we've unlocked so much stuff. For example, we've unlocked a cheesemaker. And now our cows can produce cheese! Also, very importantly, we can upgrade the work camp to replant trees. Which will be very, very good. Maybe the most important thing we need to do, though, is turn on the charcoal and start making bricks. The brickyard is a big deal. Because, boy howdy, do a lot of your upgrades need bricks. And boy oh boy, are they ever not that easy to get. Other services we opened up. We can open up a pub and a theater. Outsiders view our town as being a little dull. A theater would certainly liven things up. Game, would you wait for just a second before you're like, hey, by the way, you know you can do this? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, bro, thanks. So that's our next big project, is a theater. Apothecary's shop would also be very helpful. But for that, we would need to upgrade our healer's hut into a hospital, and I'm assuming that takes bricks. Sure does. A lot of bricks. Also increases maintenance. I think. Yeah, it goes from 25 to 40, which is a lot. Money's pretty tight. And we need that brickyard to exist, and we need it basically staffed forever. Yeah. Someday, man. We'll get there. What other important things have we unlocked? The Cooper. Cooper is nice, but I need iron for it. Cheesemaker. Oh, right. We can't build the cheesemaker because it takes bricks. Preservist would be lovely to have, but we're not getting that for a while. Glassmaker needs sand. Furniture workshop takes heavy tools. Brewery. We'll think about beer someday. Quarry would be great if we had stone. We don't. I think that also takes large tools, yeah. The big thing, the big thing. The big thing. So we need to get the foundries and the blacksmiths running. Those take heavy tools, which I have to buy from Asuka. But once we have the foundry and the blacksmith forge going, we'll make our own heavy tools and things will be, then things will really get going. Might want to move these hunter cabins over here now. Next to the shelter. Seems like a good spot. Basically becomes a hunter lodge over here by default. Slope too steep. Slope too steep. But don't be. Alright. Alright. Also want to tell our laborers to clear all this out because I do believe I am willing to flatten this terrain now. Get rid of this hill so we don't have any problems with putting more industry over here and possibly more farm fields. Depends on how I'm feeling. For this, I will definitely want to buy some iron to upgrade the work camp as soon as possible. Once I can get pretty renewable lumber, I will be much happier with where we're at. So that's the plan. Big things we need to do. Make 1 billion bricks. Buy heavy tools. Buy another cow. That's about it, actually. Could also think about upgrading our defenses a little bit. Takes a lot of stone, though, and I don't have much of that. Still have to go looking for a quarry location. So we found some iron, that's cool, but iron isn't a quarry, as it turns out. And then there's this jerk. We are making more money. I could actually start considering an army. I just would like, you know, a foundry and a forge so that I can make weapons. Because we're lacking those. I suppose we could buy them from Asuka, but, you know, that takes money. Everything takes money. How's our farm fields doing? What's your problem? Lost some food to spoilage. You don't have a lot of food. That's weird. Livestock can be fed grains, root vegetables, or hay. Maybe I'm not growing enough root vegetables. Maybe I need to turn one of these into a hayfield. It certainly feels appropriate. Could also make wheat. I think I prefer just making a bunch of root vegetables here, because humans can also eat those. if we just had more turnips than should be legally allowed? What if we did that? Hey, nice. What's your problem? Workers are missing tools. Tools are needed to work efficiently in this building. Right. Well, that'll take a while. Y'alls are just gonna have to make bricks inefficiently for a while. It does say the birth rate is 0% a year. I'm pretty sure cows do not reproduce by osmosis, which is a bit of a shame. Realistic, but also a shame. Eventually upgrade the trading post. Dysentery. We're not on the Oregon Trail, sir. Drink cleaner water. There's plenty of wells around. They could stand to be upgraded, but that takes iron. We can't make iron yet. Score of the Butcher. You're buying honey. Sounds great to me. In fact, let's transfer over a bunch more. Maybe you'll even, maybe they'll even arrive by the time you, are leaving. What else do you sell? Herbs, tallow. Hunter cabins yield more meats. I'm more concerned about hides. You're selling very cheap medicine, but we need a hospital to even use that. We can't get that yet. You're also selling hides. Apparently we're also low on builders. We also capped on population again. That was fast. I guess I didn't get that much housing built, but still. Ooh, that might actually not be in range of the market. Is it finally getting to be that time where I have to expand to another market? Well, no, I can upgrade the market, but it makes it bigger. Basically what I'm saying is I need bricks. Alright. Sell more honey. Great. And our Plains Rider is back. He's buying clay baskets. He'll kind of buy clothing, but for a very cheap price. He's selling a cow, and he's selling cows for very little money. That sounds awfully nice to me. Get this cow over there. Might actually do to make grain just to make sure the cows always have something. We could put up a granary. The grain will last a fair bit of time in there. There's definitely a good reason to do that. I want to have room for a mill, though. Maybe over here? Maybe. Could also put it over here. We're not doing much with this particular space. You're not selling, like, grains, are you? No. Nor are you. Very mildly worried about the cows running out of food, but they, you know, graze on grass. And they're like, we need winter feed stock. Like, in theory, this should be more than enough. I'm just paranoid because we spent so much on these stupid cows. I mean, our very precious and cows we all love. Oh my god, they finished leveling the terrain. Well, mostly. Alright, well, guess what, guys? We're going to level more of it. Have fun. Oh, we are making bricks so very slowly. %60% work rate without any tools. It's a big pain in the butt. How I wish I could make some tools. But I cannot. We'll get there. We'll get there. Crops lost to disease. Oh no. More bean rot. Powdery mildew. Beans, peas, buckwheats, and carrots. Fine. Fertility's pretty good here. Could just make some cabbages and be fine with it. We're going to have to swap to something else, though. Can't grow beans while there's bean rot. Or mildew. Fair enough. Where's their other moo? I must see our other moo. Dang it. Smallpox. Well, that's bad. That's very bad. That's one of those diseases that spreads. Well, keep them isolated in the hospital then. Another cow would have been nice. Look at, there's our mama moo. How you doing? Look at him just good eating grass. He's all happy. We are destroying the hill. We haven't destroyed it enough. It must be flatter. Flatter! You were cured of smallpox? That's a miracle. I mean, we sure knew that would happen. So we need water over here, huh? There's good. There's good. Why are you still a shelter? Not enough food types. I assume that's a distribution problem. Yeah, we would love to stockpile a bunch of bricks and upgrade the market. But that will take some time. Especially with our very slow brick making. I just haven't found any game for a while here. Oh, because I never reset your locations. No, that would be why. There isn't any game down here. Oh, there is some game. There's a lot, actually. Wow. Okay. You get the deer over here. Okay. Good. Surprised the deer population is still so high, given that this is now cattle land, but, you know, whatever. They want to live in harmony with our moose, so it's all the better for it. Just because we'll occasionally kill them. You know, if they're fine with it, so am I. I do wish there was a way to be nicer to them. Ooh, stone. It's a deep one, though. Deep iron, deep clay. Deep coal, deep sand. No, this is actually quarryable. Oh, dip. That'll be very handy. Be very handy. Definitely need to take out the raiders, though. There's no way we could make use of that quarry with the raiders being just, like, right there. We would have to set up an entire, like, little, like, fortified location here, building a temp shelter. There's probably a stockyard to make sure everything's collected. Also want to plan to have that sand deposit be used. Yeah. Yeah. For the moment, I think what we need to focus on is getting the foundry up. Making sure this area is flat. There's, of course, zero way we can run either of these right now. But eventually we will. We'll just slap an iron mine right there. And a stockyard. So they have a place to put all that iron. It is expensive, and I need heavy tools, but We'll be glad to have it. Once we start smelting iron and make our own heavy tools and stuff, we're going to be very, very, very happy. How's our other iron mine doing? Almost depleted. That's good. This deposit is a bit more rich anyway. We'll have plenty of iron to smelt. Certainly, hopefully enough for me to expand out to an infinite iron mine someday. The infinite mines take a lot longer to get stuff from, so they're not perfect. It's actually better to mine out the smaller ones. Which is why I'm so happy to make an iron mine right here. He's a good idea. He's a good idea, and we do the good ideas. Hey, nice. You're missing milk. Okay. Well, we only have 2 cows, so I think 1 cheesemaker is going to handle us for a very long time. I think we will be fine. We got bricks. I think my next upgrade is going to be the market, so we just have to sit until I get 50 bricks. And that'll be good. Yeah, we're never using this deep coal deposit. This is far too close to the town for loud mining operations, and coal is not essential. We'll be using this one if we really need it. Just have to tell myself every time I look over here and I'm like, I built on top of a resource. I'm like, it's fine. Chill. It's gonna be fine. Stockyard's all made. Villager got worms because I guess he didn't pick up new shoes recently. They need soap, clean water, and they need their waste removed. How are we doing with waste collection? It's very hard to tell. Basically click on a random house and see if they have junk in their storage. These have a little junk in their storage. There are a few, but not a lot. 5 is a pretty low amount, all things considered. Still. It might do to have another compost yard. This one is starting to fill up. Is that storage? I forget. Resources, right. Because technically, compost is a resource. So this beehive needs to move one over. I'm very sorry about that. I don't know why I thought the compost yards were 3x3 when they are 4x4. That's my bad, everybody. So, please prioritize that. Your building storage sure is full. Oh my god, we have upgrade arrows. We finally have upgrade arrows. We could upgrade our root cellars, which is generally a very, very good idea, but it's also quite expensive. I think it definitely has to be the market that gets upgraded first, because that'll get us more money. And since money is our bottleneck, it's probably wise to do that. Though I could upgrade the forager shacks. Then they start planting stuff, which is really good. No, market first. We're waiting on 50 bricks, then we'll upgrade our forager shacks to start, like, being herb gardens. Which will be way better. Stick to the plan. Okay. Another compost yard next to the fields that it'll fertilize. Is good. Is good. All right. Went through a lot of money to almost build these things. So I suppose the only thing we're doing is waiting for Asuka to show up and to give us some heavy tools so we can start iron production. Storage depot could be upgraded, but again, it all takes bricks. We need so many bricks. We need to make tools, and heavy tools, and iron. A whole bunch of stuff. It's your problem. You have turnip rot now? Oh my god. Game, you're killing me. Well, you're killing my crops, but by extension, you're killing me. It's fine. It's easy to adjust. I'm not that upset. I'm just grumbly. I'm grumbly because I like complaining. This hill has been flattened well enough. Definitely not as flat as I'd prefer, but there it is. Wait, where'd our brick go? Who stole our brick? Who stole our one brick? Was it a builder to do maintenance work? I bet it was a builder doing maintenance work. Those cheeky buggers. Cheeky builders. Making sure our buildings don't fall down are the worst. Ooh. Premium on heavy tools? Asuka, you're killing me. A mega premium. Ugh. You knew. You knew we were at the point where we could start smelting iron. You're bilking us for all we've got, aren't you? Oof. 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 You're not even selling iron this year. Well, good thing we're smelting it then. That's how I feel about that. Fold's also looking a little bit low, but then again, a lot is being lost to spoilage. Which generally means, hey, you should upgrade your root cellars. It's a bit overdue. But also, I think we're ready to have these produce stuff. Beans and peas. If you please. You're doing well here. I don't need that much field maintenance. It's certainly nice, but it is also unnecessary. It's probably best if I make clovers here next year. I wish I could, like, flag this to remind myself of that. Oh, baby, here we go. We make an iron. We're not making gold. We don't have a gold mine. Maybe if we had it, we would, but we don't, so we're not. And now the blacksmith, the most important building in the game. So, priority 1. We want to have heavy tools. Make absolutely sure we have heavy tools, because if we ever run out, we're just like, we're done. We can no longer smelt. So it's really, 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 really important you make heavy tools. Just exceedingly so. For that you will need a lot of metal, which means I want the foundry fully staffed. Make sure absolutely every scrap of iron ore we have is turned into iron. We have a large backlog to go through. In fact, I think most of it's sitting in the trading post. Yeah. Pretty much all of it is sitting in the trading post. So we're gonna put that back in town storage. I think that's instant, so that's good. But yeah, you should have an absurd amount of ore you need to smelt. We'll also need a bunch of coal, which means you guys probably want to get working on making that. And y'alls are waiting for iron. So I guess maybe best to wait until you have some to fully staff you, huh? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Want to have some weapons stockpiled. We'll want to primarily make heavy tools. So if we run out of heavy tools, we're just screwed. Had to wait till Asuka shows up. The peddler, hello. I can't sell you much of anything. I could sell you a little bit of excess soap, I guess. Buying bricks from you would be nice, but it's not happening. Could get horses and chickens. Chickens are very cheap, but don't think we're getting much of anything from you. Oh my god, the wells can be upgraded. That means iron exists. We're making tools. We finally have a smithing. Oh. Hi. Man, you guys suck. Okay, well, you know what? You know what? I think it's a good cliffhanger for next time. Got ourselves leveled up to 3, which is a big deal. Got our burgeoning iron industry going. Things are gonna really take off, which will be great. But for now, I'm gonna call it. We're gonna go raid someone. And that person's gonna be Katsu, because they're playing Dwarf Fortress and started like maybe 20 minutes ago, so you'll have plenty of content to have. And that sounds good. Hey, you know what else is good? Is you. You're good. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate the viewership. I'll be back tomorrow with Against the Storm. Probably. Don't know what else I'd play on Sundays, because I'm stuck in a rut and I'm like that. But either way, very very much appreciate you being here and hanging out. And hopefully I'll see you later. Till then, you take care. Peace.